Your digital portfolio is becoming a graveyard of infinite copies. AI can now generate paintings, music, voices, faces, entire worlds in seconds. And because of that, most digital things are rapidly becoming worthless. Not useless, worthless, because value has never come from abundance. It comes from scarcity. And suddenly, the rarest thing in the modern world is reality itself. A hand-carved chair, a marble sculpture, a violin shaped by one human being over thousands of hours. In the age of infinite copies, the physical world is becoming the ultimate luxury. We were promised that digital abundance would make us rich. But we forgot one thing. Value requires scarcity. As pixels become free, the dirt, sweat, and stone of the physical world are reclaiming the throne. In an age of digital perfection, the flaws of raw materials and the touch of a master craftsman are becoming the new gold standard. Today, we explore why the next generation of status is shifting toward the impossible to automate, assets defined by physical scarcity and the irreplaceability of human hands. We are entering a new era of wealth. And surprisingly, the future of status may not look futuristic at all. For decades, wealth was loud. Big logos, perfect finishes, fast luxury, mass-produced exclusivity. But something is changing. In a world flooded with automation, AI, and endless replication, people are beginning to value what cannot be copied easily. The new wealth is becoming rooted in two things: raw materials and craftsmanship. Not because they are expensive, but because they are difficult. Difficult to extract, difficult to master, difficult to replace. Carrara Marble, formed over millions of years beneath mountains in Italy. Every slab carries geological history. No algorithm can accelerate time itself. Or Vicuña wool, one of the rarest natural fibers in the world. If cashmere is the gold standard, Vicuña is the diamond. These wild Andean camels can only be shorn once every 3 years. You cannot factory farm them. The process is slow, careful, almost sacred, and that slowness is exactly what makes it valuable. History shows us that wealth has always been tied to the difficulty of extraction. Take the color purple, in ancient Rome, Tyrian purple, the ultimate status symbol. It took nearly 12,000 murex shellfish to produce just 1.4 grams of dye, barely enough for the trim of a single garment. It wasn't just a color, it was proof of extraction. Its value came from rarity, labor, and human effort, and that same idea is returning today. Because when everything becomes easy to manufacture, difficulty itself becomes luxury. Then comes craftsmanship. Think of a Stradivarius violin. Even with 3D scanning and chemical analysis, modern technology still struggles to perfectly recreate its sound. Why? Because it's not just wood and strings. It's the result of a specific tree, grown in a specific climate, carved by a man who spent decades learning how to listen to wood. A closed loop of craftsmanship that cannot simply be automated. Not just materials, but mastery. An instrument shaped by human intuition, patience, and precision. Because true craftsmanship contains invisible things: experience, judgment, touch, and time. And those qualities cannot be mass-produced. That's why handmade objects feel different. You can sense the human presence inside them. You aren't simply buying an object. You are buying a portion of a master's finite life. Interestingly, the future of luxury is also becoming less perfect. There's a Japanese philosophy called Wabi Sabi, the art of finding beauty in imperfection, and in a world where AI produces perfect faces, perfect symmetry, and flawless surfaces. Imperfection becomes proof of humanity. A cracked ceramic bowl, a weathered leather bag, uneven handmade textures. These objects feel honest because they prove a human was there. They prove a machine didn't create them. Compare that to factory perfection: smooth, identical, sterile. We are beginning to crave authenticity over polish. Even traditional techniques like shosugi-ban, where wood is intentionally charred by fire, reflect this shift beautifully. The burn marks are not hidden. They become the identity. The imperfections become the luxury. Because in the future, wealth will no longer be defined only by what you own, but by how it was made, what it's made from, who made it, and how much human effort exists inside it. For the last 30 years, the world rewarded scale. More production, more speed, more convenience, more copies. But AI changes the equation. When anything digital can be replicated infinitely, scarcity moves back into the physical world. But a physical artwork, an oil painting, a hand-hewn sculpture, a handmade instrument, still carries something irreplaceable. Proof of work, proof of time, proof of human energy, and the status transition is already happening. Old status was about displaying technology. The biggest screens, the smartest devices, the newest upgrades. But the new wealth may become something quieter, something slower, something real. Time, craftsmanship, materials that outlive trends, and the irreplaceable touch of human hands. Maybe the ultimate luxury of the future is simply something real. Thanks for watching, and if you found value in the finite today, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.